Good afternoon, and thanks for joining me today. My name's John Anderson, and I work for Clipper Distributing. One of the fastest growing lines that we carry and sell to distribution is a disinfectant called Rescue and Intervention. Rescue is used on the companion animal side, and Intervention is used on the large animal or equine side. Although we have many different ways to apply Rescue and Intervention, I'd like to talk to you today about a couple ways to maximize efficacy and minimize user error. So today I'm here to talk to you about the 1.5 and 3 gallon Porta Foam Pro. Today I'm going to discuss how to use your Porta Foam Pro and to make sure that your Porta Foam Pro is working correctly. The Porta Foam Pro makes disinfecting convenient and simple. The foamer is an ideal product if you don't want to drag a hose from a spigot through the boarding facility, or if you just need to spot clean using a foamer. In addition to the convenience of a foamer which you can carry around, there are many different benefits and important benefits that you need to know whenever you're talking about disinfecting. By using a foamer, you do a couple different things. One, you increase contact time. Two, you allow the disinfectant to run into cracks and crevices instead of just running straight off the wall. And three, you smother the bacteria or virus so you're not aerosolizing the bacteria into the air, which is allowing you to keep a good controlled environment. So here's how you use the Porta Foam Pro. First, take the Porta Foam Pro out of the box, which of course I've already done. But I tell you that because there's instructions in the box. So don't just take it out and throw the box away, and make sure you get the instructions out, and that'll help you get started. Secondly, unscrew the lid to the Porta Foam Pro, and watching the side of the container, fill it up about halfway with water. Next, you're going to want to take your concentrated product and you're going to want to add it to the water. Okay? Depending on your cleaning protocol, that will tell you how much disinfection you want to use, but for general cleaning, you're going to mostly use 2 ounces per gallon. One side note I want to point out is whenever you're unscrewing the lid, be careful where you set the cylinder and the plunger here. If you set it on the ground and debris gets on the side of this and it gets into your solution, it could plug some of the hoses, which will lead to some sputtering and your foamer will not work correctly. Third step is to screw the lid back on the foamer. Now remember, the product is what's doing the disinfecting and doing your general cleaning, but the pressure in the foamer and the air is what's making it foam. So for maximum performance, make sure you don't fill the unit up over halfway with liquid, because you need the air pressure to make this unit foam. Now I'm going to move into another location so I can show you the actual operation of the Porta Foam Pro. Now that I'm in a different room, I'm going to demonstrate to you how to use the Porta Foam Pro. First thing you want to do is you want to use this hand pump and pump it up 20 to 25 times, which I've already done that, so we're not going to do that again. You cannot put too much air into the foamer because there's a pressure relief valve that'll automatically release whenever it gets up to about 45 pounds of pressure. Now, if you don't want to use the hand crank, you can also use an air bubble and put 45 pounds of compressed air into the unit. Okay, now that you've added enough air pressure to your Porta Foam Pro to produce the foam, go ahead and start disinfecting the area that you want to clean. I'm going to use this wall. As you can see, this is how the foamer should use. If there's any sputtering or anything else like that, there could be a couple different things going on, and we'll discuss that later in the video. Okay, so now that you've seen how the Porta Foam Pro is supposed to work, I just talked about what happens if you have some sputtering with your unit. And there's a couple things that you're going to want to check with this Porta Foam Pro. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take off the lid to this Porta Foam Pro, and right inside this cylinder there's an O-ring, okay? So what you really want to do, as soon as you even take this out of the box before you use it, you want to put your fingers on that O-ring and just see how much lubrication is on the O-ring. If these O-rings, any of them, and there's quite a few in this unit, if they get dried out or if they get twisted, whenever you go to put the lid back on the unit, it's not going to seal, which means the Porta Foam Pro is not going to hold air, which means it will not produce foam, or it'll produce foam for a very short time and start sputtering, not allowing you to clean what you want to get clean. Now that you've troubleshooted the machine and looked at the O-ring underneath the lid, there's 2 more areas that I want you to check. Now both of them have O-rings in them, so both of those O-rings have to be lubricated properly and not fastened down too much. One would be the pressure relief valve and the other one is the hose attachment. Just take those off of the machine, make sure that they're lubricated, put them back on and hand tighten them. to make sure that you're not squeezing the O-ring too much. This will allow the machine to be able to build pressure and you can properly operate your Porta Foam Pro. So that should wrap up the do's and don'ts for your Porta Foam Pro. Feel free to contact Clipper Distributing if you have any questions.